I'll start from the top.
Yeah.
The second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in the power. Let me jump down to...
Actually, I was going to tell you, go ahead and keep reading.
Oh, yeah, might as well. I'm going to 20 anyway. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Which Trump's doing right now.
Yeah, he's taking all the way to sanctuary cities.
And he's putting restrictions on the Muslim countries.
Gone.
Yeah, you know, myself, I've been waiting for a visa for my girl for 2-3 years now. And just think, these people have been doing the same. They've been working, trying to get their family over. And guess what? He said, nope, because you're a Muslim, you can't travel here no more.
And you know what? I just realized the Philippines has a huge Muslim community.
Yeah, they do.
The only reason why Duterte is doing what he's doing right now is because he knows that. He still wants his people to be able to come to America and vice versa. Like, that's the only, like, it makes sense because, like you said, you got all these Muslim countries, just because they went against the word of Trump, they are no longer allowed to be here. Duterte was doing the exact same thing.
But then he backed up.
And I'm wondering, like, why would you back up? Like, you were going strong, too. Like, he was saying some shit.
Yeah.
But then right before that ban is when he backed out. Because they have a huge Muslim population. And they would have been on that list.
Where do you think all their money goes? Most people, that when they travel there, they travel to rape little girls and little boys over there. Because that's
exactly what happens.
They said the number one sex industry in Asia,
Thailand,
and it's mostly Caucasians that go over there to do it.
40 plus. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
And that's coming to America with Trump's actions. Lord Yahweh Tazakai, it's him. And I mean, with the evidence you see of his actions and his words, he seems to be that man to fit that lot. They're going to become angry. Like I said, there's men waiting for years to get a visa for your wife, and now your wife is told that she can't come because she's Muslim, or your child. You're going to get roused up and want to cause some pain here. And that's why they're afraid of, what do they call them, cells, secret cells?
Oh, sleeper agents.
Cells?
Yeah, sleeper agents.
There's many of those. All through America, waiting just to be roused up and just to eat this place inside out. And then you got the UN coming. You know? Shit, it's about to be a war zone like never seen before.
And the best part is, like it says, a man shall be afraid. And this is all because of pride. You got these folks out here, I wish some foreign troops would come over here. I'll show them what an AR can do. We'll see how great you are with your aim when there's someone right behind you as you're getting stabbed in the chest and he's got a Glock to your head. But you didn't hear him come in your house because you're asleep.
Because your pride. You put pride in your money, in your alarm system, in your
guns,
dog.
your dog.
Yeah, you think you're the king of the hill because you got a big ass truck lifted.
Or you got a bunker.
Yeah.
Like you think that, get this, and I'm going to let you in on a secret if you didn't know. 5 gigahertz technology, which is Wi-Fi, it's a new signal. They can use that to scan anywhere in your home. Or if you have a cell phone that runs off of 4G or 5G, which most of them do.
And they can actually see a 3-dimensional picture.
Off of that frequency because it pings so well against the objects and materials in your house that, like the brother said, they can form a 3-dimensional model of you walking, you pissing.
And honestly, they don't even have to do that because what they'll do is just come through and exterminate everything.
But that Batman, the one with the Joker.
Yeah.
That technology is real. They were showing you, we have this ready.
Yeah, it's every TV, even if it's off.
Every cell phone, laptop, TV.
It puts off a signal, and they could bounce those signals together, forming a 3-dimensional picture, just like a bat would.
And then you see those little, those flashing lights that go across the sky real slow. That's the scanner. Those drones are scanning everything.
I work nights. And if you go over downtown Denver at night, there's drones just floating out there. They're real low, but no noise. You can't hear nothing. And it's just sitting there scanning, watching.
But people are worried about their phone calls being tapped.
And that's another
like post on Facebook.
Most people don't know what the government's doing at night. If you work at night, you know the city dies most of the time in most places.
But it never sleeps.
So then, they're doing all kinds to get ready.
But like the brother said, you got all this pride where you think that just because you got a bunker, an arsenal,
9 milli by the pillow,
a militia, 9 milli by the pillow. You got the AR under the bed, the pump in your hand as you sleep.
Oh, that's the spirit. Because you know what? Just like yesterday, when we went to camp and the technology that we had to record us, to put it on, it's like it's a weapon. The camera, they call it a weapon.
But it's not your strength.
Right. But it failed on us. How much more your gun? You could actually look it up. My brother, when we came back from camp, he showed me a video where a military guy, his gun's jamming right in the middle of a shootout. Guess what? All of them ended up dead. So your guns ain't nothing.
Like how, and that's what the Most High is. He's begging you. Show me your power.
And that's the thing. You don't think the military clean their weapons?
Oh, they clean it
constantly.
Every time, and I have a buddy that's in the military. He's infantry.
Mm-hmm.
Every time their gun is fired, they clean it.
Right.
Every time.
So how much more do they take care of their weapon than a regular civilian that lets it sit in a closet, collect dust, and it's still jammed on them?
But that's the point. Like we're saying we have no power. We recognize that
Carnal
we're trying
power.
to get power through the Spirit, and that power is everlasting, doesn't end. We're gonna bank on that power. You guys have what you call power: guns, missiles, bombs, military, whatever. We'll take our power versus your power, and we'll see who wins in the end. That's what this is all about. The Most High is building you up so much. We've never, in the history of existence of man recorded, have seen this much destructive power from the sword. The sword used to be thrust through, and you may be able to kill 3 with a long sword, with a nice little swing, or if you stack them. But with the missile, like the brother said, you can kill a village. You can drop a bomb on a city and level millions of people like that.
And they're ready to do it. They've done it to all these Middle Eastern countries. Syria was a very functioning country.
Or Libya.
And now it's rubble. And they actually call you them terrorists and all kinds of shit.
But have they ever dropped? No, I won't even go that far. Have they ever flown an aircraft in U.S. airspace? Has Syria ever sailed a naval fleet?
At one time, actually, Syria was the ally to America.
So what happened? Oh, they didn't get down with the get down. So they got laid down. That's what happens when you have a bully running this shit. Everybody gets punked. It's Debo right now. The United States is Debo. Give me your chain.
What you got on my 40, homie?
Give me your bike. And then you got the dad coming in. You want some of this too? No. That's what the other Arab nations are saying. But eventually Debo's going to get his. He's going to get Craig'd up, but then Craig's going to get his.
And you know what? That's where they started. Everybody said no to Debo. So now everybody's waiting for what's Debo going to do.
Well, what's Debo? But then you got little ass North Korea, Craig, the one that nobody thought would do it, finally decides to throw a punch.
And you know, everybody's on him saying, you throw the first punch, we'll jump it. When I was with the clique back in the day,
that's what everybody used to say.
Yeah, you hit him first and we'll get on him.
That never happens. Because if you're saying you hit him first, then we'll get him, that's a coward. It's like, no, we hit him together. Or you don't hit him at all.
But I mean, it's the same situation.
Oh, yeah.
All they need is one nuke to go off.
That's what they're forcing North
Not
Korea.
even a nuke. One regular missile to hit America.
That's it.
And it's on.
Just they're like, somebody please, North Korea, we know. Here, we'll make you, and this is probably how they present it, we'll make you a name in the world if you can get America started on its destruction. Just provoke them a bit.
And see, the elders were breaking down, the bankers set that dude up anyway.
Oh, hell yeah.
In that Kim Jong-un. That's why he has that funky-ass haircut. You think he wants to wear that stupid-ass haircut?
Yeah, that Hitler haircut.
Yeah. Just like Hitler used to have to wear that stupid-ass little mustache because he's a clown. I'm going to get one script to forget what we were talking about, that the Spirit is our power. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. In the beginning, this is John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with power. And the Word was power. The same was in the beginning with power. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made.
And that's a Trinity cut too, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because how can and if you read that verbatim, it says in the beginning was God, and or in the beginning was the Word,
and the Word was with God, and the
Word was God. So how can God be with God? Mm-hmm. I mean, I know He's everywhere, but you can't be everywhere and then be with everywhere. Like either you're everywhere or you're a part of everywhere. But if you're a part of everywhere, that means you're separate. So which is it?
Mm-hmm. And actually, if you look up that word God in that part, in the New Testament, it's actually talking about the Godhead, talking about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
See? But then people would say, well, that means the Trinity. No. Mm-hmm. It said the Father, comma, separation, mm-hmm. the Son, comma, separation, and the Holy Spirit.
How do you have a Father and a Son?
But they're the same thing.
Yeah. They're the same thing, but one's the Father. You know, it doesn't make sense.
That's like me telling you...
you got two heads on your shoulders? You know what I mean?
That'd be like me calling your child Chayal.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Chayal. It's like, he look at me like, are you talking...
My dad? Yeah.
It's like, no, you. It's like, well, my name is... And I'm like, no, Chayal. And that's what people do. Like, God is Jesus. Like, no, he said, I do the will of my Father. He said it himself.
Who sent him? Come on, you know.
But you don't. If like I said, come on. Like either you don't get it or you're not reading.
And that shows why there's black magic being used on everybody, because people can't get it. And the magic is beat through the spirit, the demons, and the Most High is the one that put it on them.
And that goes back to that Romans 11:8.
Where we were just bringing up.
As it was written.
So if you can't get this, it's the Most High that ain't allowing you to get it. You know, if you're a scoffer, the Most High is the one putting that spirit on you so he can destroy you.
That's why we don't... I mean, we get roused up. Mm-hmm. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. We're passionate about this truth. But scoffers, it's on to the next one.
Mm-hmm. And you women, I know we make most of these videos for the men, for the elect's sake, but you women, if you got some form of faith and zeal for this truth, you need to get yourself involved before that door gets shut.
Just like the parable of the five, actually the 10 virgins.
10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 were foolish, showing you of the numbers. Half of us ain't going to be willing. You know, more than actually half ain't going to be willing.
And then make excuses. Oh, we can get the oil anytime.
Oh, they're going to be at the last minute.
Look at all this time.
Right before the nukes come. Oh, where do I find the truth?
Oh, the well's dried up. I'm sorry, baby. Like, we'll have it again, but the fire's got to come first. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be the sad reality for most of Israel.
Mm-hmm. Especially you women. Because you women might be able to persuade a man to want you now because of the makeup, the clothing, the ability to shower. But when this trouble comes and full blown, there ain't going to be no showering. There ain't going to be a store to go get a tampon rag.
Come on.
And so how much more are you not going to be wanted when there ain't that luxury of being clean and smelling good of some sort?
It's the same with Esau. Mm-hmm. The only reason why people want Edomites now is because they're intimidated. They got guns that are bigger than theirs. They got missiles, all that. But what happens, like the brother says, when the gun jams? Mm-hmm. What happens when your missiles don't work? What happens when the elect come? When there's a bigger power? Mm-hmm. What do you think they're gonna jump behind you and say, "No, we like Esau. That's our dog." No.
That's why it's a great milestone. Yahushua is going to run over you and those coons, you know, and I'm talking about all the tribes. Spics, Tomahawks, what are they? Tontos?
Yeah, Uncle Tontos, you just niggers.
Yeah, niggers all together of the 12 tribes. If you support the Edomite and you get behind him and don't, you know, you're going to, we want him to go to the kingdom. The great milestone, which is Yahushua, is going to run you over. Or a great millstone, Salakia. He's going to roll you over and grind you into dust.
And rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the disobedient children you are.
Go ahead,
Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Because there ain't going to be... It's not that there ain't going to be no food. You just ain't going to have the access to it.
And you don't know that.
You're going to have to get that chip. And if you ain't going to get a chip, what you going to do for food? You got to go hunt.
And what you going to hunt? You don't know how to hunt gazelle.
There ain't no gazelle here.
There's humans, though.
Yeah.
And humans got stashes of food.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's going to happen. If you get the chip, you're going to eat to the FEMA. If you don't get the chip, you're going to have to take other people's shit. So either way, you're not going to escape this. You see, and it ain't going to be a short period. People get little stashes for 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. Some people got 20 years worth.
But you got to find them.
You know what, though? How long is this going to go for?
Exactly.
You might have 3 months, but what if it lasts for 2 years? 3 years? You're going to eat your food out and water. You know, the water in Egypt, they had a protest and a big old riot. They shut everything down. They shut the flow of water into the houses. Where are you going to go for water?
Can't well it because you don't know how to dig that deep.
Right, and you can't, most of the places are going to be locked down. So to go anywhere, you go to a main intersection, there's going to be military right there looking for you.
Or you go to a river, they're going to have military there waiting for you.
And that's why we need our power, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kadash, because he's going to give us that manna in that wilderness. But 2/3 of you are going to not even want to eat that manna. You're going to want steak. You're going to want, you're going to want comfort. I wish we were back in Egypt again.
It's like, so you wish you were back in jail.
Yeah, women too. The number one thing that women want is comfort. That's why they like dudes with money.
John, because they're comfortable.
Because they're comfortable.
Look at Cardi B. That's the biggest example right now.
Mm-hmm. And so how much are you going to be suffering when you ain't got that comfort no more? Like right now, it's freaking cold here in Colorado. What you going to do when there ain't no more heater?
What are you talking about, man? I pay my gas bill. I pay my electric bill. So we're not talking about it.
They're going to shut that down.
That's not pride, though.
And you can't understand it because you're blind, but there's a nation out there that is more eviler than you could even imagine. They're more wickeder than you can imagine.
And then people think that we're talking about the Muslims. It's like, no.
I heard that. No, they're not the Muslims.
Oh, my God.
They're mixed in with them.
But that's not who we're talking about.
But in a Christian church, I used to do the food bank for them. And I was a supervisor, and I used to understand a little bit. I used to tell them that there was, going to be some troubles, and I knew about, like, the food industry, how they're poisoning the food, like the milk. And I was telling this Edomite woman, and she said, I can't believe somebody could be that evil.
You're right. You really, for you to believe it, like you said, you have to live in it. Mm-hmm. To believe means you are living in it. Mm-hmm. So she's right. She can't live in a society where there's someone that's that evil.